Hello, and welcome to another installment of our intro videos. So this one is going to be focused predominantly on how to succeed in this class. So if you have not already, it is a really good idea that after this video to explore the Being Prepared for Class video and the Mindfulness video. So to reiterate again, this class is going to use a lot of digital literacy technology as well as being engaged and present in this class. Even though it is not a debate class, it is a class where we spend a lot of time listening to other people's realities and learning more about our society by interacting and engaging with our society, which means you need to check D2L every day for any updates or emails. You need to post discussions 3 times a week on different days, which means you need to post a unique discussion and you need to respond to 2 different discussions per day. In the content area under on D2L, all of this will be written out again, so you can reference it to remind yourself how to be prepared and how to succeed in this class. We will have a midterm and a final, which will require you to study. And so part of that studying is to be prepared for our online lectures. So what's going to happen is that as you go through the semester and you watch the online lectures, you will need to have read the text beforehand and taken notes. Again, please reference Being Prepared for Class. On top of that, you will need to write a final paper/project. You will create a presentation video either through YouTube or iMovie or Screencast, whatever mode that you would like to choose, but you will need to do a final presentation video, and more information will be given to you underneath that section of the content material, as well as throughout the semester. For the paper, it will be a pretty formalized research paper, as we are social scientists, and there are many resources on D2L in regards to the sample paper, video podcasts on how to do APA format, the basic outline for the paper, in which I will explore with you in future videos. This one will just be a really short overview. But to help us not to feel overwhelmed or to postpone our work until the end of the semester, we will have small sections of the paper due throughout the entire semester in which we will be working on it. You will need to have feedback from your peers, which either means you need to either email them or you need to meet up with them in person. However that gets constructed, I'm completely fine with it. And you need to make sure that you are present and engaged and have respectful communication with others. So make sure you check out the mindfulness video on how to be respectful in your conversations, as well as making sure that you are familiar with online or digital etiquette, i.e. correct grammar, no caps, be very careful when you use exclamation points, things of that nature, just to be really conscious of how your message is being perceived on the other end. Again, I really want you to focus on utilizing these digital literacies to help navigate yourself around D2L. So if you have any questions, first explore D2L, then use the peer help forum, and then you can email me. So I want you to make sure that you've exhausted all efforts in finding things out, because I spend a lot of time creating these D2L shells to make sure that you have as much information as possible. So you get points for being present, you get points for discussion, you get points for your final research paper, your final project, as well as your midterm and final. So last but not least is our extra credit, which is everyone's favorite part of the semester. You have 3 different opportunities to do extra credit. So one is due by midterm, one is due halfway through the second part of the semester, and then one can be due at the end of the semester. So they're spaced out so that you can see where you're at with your grade, and if you want to supplement that, you're more than welcome to. It's also just a really great idea for you to do one at the beginning of the semester when things aren't so incredibly hectic. So a little bit more about this extra credit is it is a 3-page paper. It is fully written of 3 pages, 3 full pages, and what's going to happen is that it's going to be 12-point font, double spaced. You're just going to put your name at the top and then which extra credit assignment it is. You're going to do 1 to 2 paragraph summary, and then after that you're really going to go into depth by identifying key terms. When you identify a key term, you need to define it. You need to connect it to sociological content we've talked about in class. You may connect it to your own personal experiences, but it is not mandatory, and it has to be using sociological language, which means you cannot construct it as if you were writing a letter to your friend or an email. It has to be academic, professional, sociological language. So it is 5 points per page. So you have 3 different options to submit, or 3 different times to submit at 3 pages each, 5 points per page, which is a total of 45 points in total. You do not get full credit if you have large spaces between your paragraphs, if any of the formatting is wrong, or if you do not complete the 3rd page, or if you use a lot of space in the beginning of the 1st page. So if you have any questions, please check out the template or the sample extra credit paper so you can see what that actually looks like. Now to think about, what do we want to do it on? You can do your extra credit project on pretty much anything, as long as it connects to sociological content. If you're doing a video, generally it's 10 minutes per page, so it has to be a 30-minute video or longer. You can do a radio segment, you can do a documentary, you can do an art exhibit, you can do a panel, you can do lots of things. So if you have any questions, please email me early on in the semester. I highly suggest that everyone gets at least 1 extra credit done very early in the semester so that it's kind of a buffer. Other than that, really that's how you're going to succeed in the course, is to stay engaged, to have proper communication with myself and with other students, to be respectful, to be mindful, to read the text, and to keep up on all of those elements of class. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to email me. Other than that, we're all ready for our semester, our 15 weeks. Off to a great start. I look forward to this semester with every one of you.